Good afternoon. Bruce here with another quick and easy, fast and greasy Mosin Nagant video. Alright, I'm on Facebook a lot. Had a question come up on a modified Mosin page. Well, modified Mosins, hunting rifle, blah blah. You can find it on Facebook. Question was how to change out the spring on a 9130 sight. Pretty easy actually, if you know the little tricks. There's a couple little tricks here. Make it easy for yourself. Okay, as you know, 9130 rear leafs optimistically for 2,000 yards. Yeah, okay. But it's spring loaded. Feel that? Nice tension, so you can slide it up here and there's always tension, which is a good thing. But that tension makes it hard to take this leaf off of the mount. Well, we're going to make it easy for you today. Now today also, kind of going that you have basic tools, that you're not a loaded up gunsmithing shop. Well, actually, neither am I. I improvise a lot of tools. So, let's do it. Okay, and now I'm also going to do it the lazy way. We could disassemble the rifle, take off the barrels, bands, from the stock. No, we're going to cheat and be lazy. And once again, just use bits and pieces that most of you should already have. Okay, to start off with, we need to drive out this pin. This pin that holds on the sight. Nice? Well, there's a problem here. You go to knock this pin out, chink, 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 chink. It's under a lot of pressure from this spring, which is what we're changing. And actually, this is for a guy on Facebook. He didn't have the spring in there. His leaf was flippy floppy, needed Viagra, all that good stuff. So we're going to take him through it. But we're just going to do the whole process now. Once again, need to take out this pin. Easy on itself, but all that pressure, it makes it dicey. So we need to make it easy on ourselves. How you do that, Bruce? Well, all right. Let's do our backwoods. Make it easy on ourselves. I'm going to take a C-clamp. Nice old C-clamp everybody has laying around, we hope. And I'm going to compress that spring. Okay. Wait a minute, Bruce. You can't get to that spring from there. Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, well, what can I have laying around that'll help me out with this? Well, if everybody has a Mosin, you should have some empty brass laying around. Empty brass. Okay, I'm going to take that piece of brass. I'm going to put it right here. And let me tighten this up a little bit for you. Zoom in a little bit here. You won't need to see all that much detail, but well, there we go. Get you a little closer in there. How's that? You like that? That better? Cool. So, I'm going to take that piece of brass. I still can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Flip around my viewfinder. There we go. Hi. Take that piece of brass, put it here. Now, the slider goes along this, riser. Uh-oh. I dropped my punch. There it is. Ow. Oh, guys, we always have to have a flashlight so we can see what I'm doing. Okay. This slider goes up and down on this. I'm going to take that piece of brass, and right where this comes down, I'm going to put my brass so it's right there. Why are you doing that, Bruce? Well, I need room here. Little play room for that. Okay? Now, I'm going to Put that C-clamp right on there, and oh, Bruce, wait, you tighten this up, you're gonna scratch my wood. It's my wood, not yours. But yeah, you'll scratch your wood. So what do? Well, when I was a kid on my motorcycles, one of my best tools to have around was a belt. I used it to tow other motorcycles, whatever. All right, I'm going to take that old piece of belt and put it between the wood and the C-clamp. There we go. Because we're going to use some pressure, but, you know, we're not going to crush anything. And now I'm going to squeeze. Like the movie Dune. Squeeze, Arrakis! Oh, Raven, there we go. Oh, come on. Well, you don't always get it first time. Keep trying. Keep trying. Squeeze. Oh, see that? It started flopping around. It's loose. We've compressed that spring enough. That's all we need to do to compress that spring. Now, we've relieved the pressure. Now we're going to take our punch and knock out that pin. Well, Bruce, I really don't have any punches yet. Well, get some. But if you don't, make do with what you have. You can even get a nail. You know, a little nail. Flatten out the tip. Flatten out the tip. And now, hold it carefully. And we're going to punch out this pin. Alright, I'm going to get my real punch instead of playing around with the nail. Oh, there we go. Move it around where I can see it. There we go. There we go. Can you see that? Whoop. Drop my pin right out. Put that back in there partially so you don't lose it. There we go. Alright, we've just taken out our leaf. Excellent. I'll start this pin back in. Because it's one thing I'm good for. It's dropping pieces down on the floor. And I'm crawling around forever. Jeez, trying to find it. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more for you. There you go. Okay. So, leaf is taken out. Got my pin here. Now I'm going to loosen up. Go easy. And now, that spring. It's coming right up. See that? I hope. Oh, come on. Flip the viewfinder around, Bruce. So I can see what the folks are seeing. Now I see what you're seeing. So, the spring has flipped up. Now it doesn't fall out because it's shoved in here. There we go. That little edge, while you're here, you can clean it up. There we go. This rounded part goes actually under here. There's a little notch in there that it fits in. And that's to hold this end of the spring. And that's why, and also, sorry, there's a little bubble, detent, notch, whatever you like, that fits in the hole down in the mount. So it goes in, and now that dimple fits in that hole, so you've got the perfect spacing. Alright. It must be in that spot, or else it's going to hit here. You will not have a good day. So that's our spring. That's the only trick. Into that notch. Cool. Now, this spring, you're not gonna put it down there. Remember the spot. Back to the spot. Where's the spot? You remember the spot. Right in that notch. Right there. Alright, let's get our back here. Get our belt under there. And get us pretty close. So I don't scratch the wood. This is for my golf ball launcher. I want to keep it pretty for the videos. Okay, it's compressing. Oh, compressing. We're just about there. That feels about right. Okay. See that okay? We've compressed. Make sure we got it on the right side. Comes back in there. And now start nice and gentle. Come on. Put hair around it. There we go. Yeah. Where are you? There we go. Nice and easy. Ooh. There you go. Gently decompress. Remove our shell casing. And boys and girls, there you go. The spring has been replaced. Well, in this case, taken on, put off. And that's it, my friends. Everything you wanted to know and didn't want to know, the quick and easy way with tools you probably already have. If you don't have a nice set of punches, get some. They're cool things to have. Besides, you may have to do this for a buddy of yours who caught the Mosinitis, and now you're going to be the hero. Once again, fast and greasy, quick and easy. And as always, drink more shine and eat more bacon. See ya.